Oh, hey, what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? This is the Nabi back again, getting stuff straightened out. Sorry I didn't say anything for a minute. I'm just up here just chilling, like nothing's going on. So, just letting y'all know. Um, so we are live on YouTube right now. And so I'm gonna get this message out to some of the other brethren. All right. So, um, so let me get this right now. Hopefully, I can get some of the brothers to um, hey, bro, join us live if you can on YouTube. I would like to have you in the panel. I forgot it's Pops. Um, and so right now I'm in the mess. Hey, what's up, Nesman? Um, right now I'm in the midst of getting a message out. Um, get this brother up here. Get my dang, I should have just did it like this. Live on YouTube. Come join the party and have a say in the panel. So I'm trying to get other brothers involved from TikTok. As we discuss this issue. So what's going on? What's going down? I can see I got 9 of y'all already in here. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry for the dead silence earlier. I'm up here trying to get other brothers involved from off my TikTok channel. Um, so let's see, get 360 smooth over here. And so one of the things that gave this brother up in here too. See who else I got up here. My brother Kid Jackson. Um, it's Pops. Yes, here we go. It's Pops. Come on up in here, Pops. All right. Hey, why Skinner? What's going on? Pop smoking ghost. Hey, that man, that is a good follow up to what's going on because you got a lot of brothers popping smoke, right? and the B-dubs don't like it. And I got this in here right now, um, talking about what's going on in the Philippines. All right. So I'm talking about what's going on in the Philippines, right? Um, and so there's a lot of stuff happening. Yeah, uh, and Nesman is correct. And I got that terminology from Black Ram 313. He was the first one that I know of that referred to them in that manner. Um, and um, it's ingenious because it allows you to to be able to address things in the honesty that these apps are not allowing you to do. In other words, they they're giving the wickedness that's destroying us cover. All right. So yeah, that's the deal that's going on here. And while I'm at it, take another one, y'all guys, idea that um, all right, take this other idea from y'all to pin this up here. All right. So pin all these things up here. All right, there we go. And wrong one. So yeah, we got a lot of crazy stuff going on here, right? So let me pin these. All right, we got a lot of crazy stuff going on, and we have many. We got many in the many B dubs that's lining up to be adversaries, right? And now you got the brothers recognizing, right? And so, dudes, brethren, we are going into mental OG. Um, Let me see if I can hit up the mental OG. And so there's a lot of stuff that's going on. There's a lot of things that's going on. See if he's in here. Think I got you. Um, Gotta send mental OG. Oh, is he on here? Oh no, okay, I'm checking something else. All right. So as we're addressing these things, right? Um, let's see. So as we're addressing a lot of these things, right? Um, what's going on is that, hey, what's up, David? All right. So as we're addressing these things, this is going to be deep, right? So the question is has been asked. We already know. Hey, what's up, Phoenix Rising? Yeah, man, it is. It has been a minute. It has been a minute. Okay, but yeah, it's been a minute. Uh, well, before I get started, don't forget. Where did I put that? Okay, so don't forget to subscribe to the other channel. I put that link and I pinned it. My Cash App is pinned to the top or wherever you pin it. And my PayPal me at $ refugetemplenabi. All right, that's my PayPal me. Okay. All right, so there's all that stuff. All right. So this is going to be a pretty deep one, and it's going to be the kind of stuff that the B-Dub don't want to hear. Okay. Oh, hey, bro, it's not a new video. I'm live on YouTube right now. If you click that video, it'll take you to the live. All right. And so basically, hold on for a second. Get him. All right, so you got brothers that are catching up to what's going on, right? And basically, all right, so basically what's going on is um you got people there we're just not having it any. Um and a lot of people just don't know how to take that, right? A lot of these people just don't know how to take that. Show them what it's all about. All right. And so, hey, what's up, USMC bad? Simplify, brother, simplify. Do or die. All right. And so there's a lot of stuff going on. And a lot of these females don't know how to handle. And the thing is, and what I try to tell y'all is they are well aware, okay? They are well aware of what they were doing when they were doing it. They are aware that they were destroying the family. They are aware that they were destroying the Afro man. But the thing of it is, they thought that they would get a benefit from it. All right. So basically, how this pans out is that if you look in Scripture, right? If you look in Scripture, right? In Scripture, what you have is All right, in Scripture, what you have is when you look at the deception of the woman, right? She understood the that the serpent was going to give her knowledge that she wasn't supposed to have. She What she didn't care about was the destruction it was going to cause to her. Because what people keep failing to admit is that the woman understood um, straight from the Most High, that if she did what she did, that she should surely die. And how do you know it? Because she said, God told me, if you're going to use the King James Version, right? She said, God told her that if she took of the fruit, understand this. She said, God told her that if she took of the fruit, she would surely die. She didn't say that God told the man and the man told me, right? Right. And here's the thing, because of the selfish nature that they don't have any foresight. And so they'll take any good looking deal. And and here's the thing, and this is why when the Most High um referred to wickedness, even when it's referring to the wickedness of Israelite as a people, he refers to it as the habits of women, the habits of the feminine, right? Because that's the only thing you can compare it to. All right, when you get into the selfish nature of them, and the reason why he can do that now is because the Most High understood exactly why she decided to sleep with the serpent in the garden and create Cain, right? Only fools are not really trying to understand that. This is why the Most High said that in all thy getting, get an understanding. They don't want an understanding, right? Because the understanding for dudes, when dudes get the understanding is going to say to dudes, you've been following the B dub, you've been following the female. And I said, don't do that, but you decided to do it. And that's why your communities are failing. All right. That's why your communities are failing. That's why your family has failed. Because the Most High told us to rule over the woman. When we fell for the matriarch thing too, right? But man. Let me break this down for you. Let me make sure I got brother on here. See if I can catch him. Let me break this down for you, right? New Jack Reload. Okay, there we go. Found it. All right, so let me break this down to you. Oh yeah, they're trying to cancel the next election. Okay, so here we go. So let me break this down to you. Pop Smoke for the algorithm. All right, so let me break this down to you. So in this, right? When the Most High said we were supposed to rule over her, he meant exactly that, right? And so basically, the B Dub, they didn't want, hey, what's up, man? Oh yeah. They don't know what they're going to do. Anything they do will look like they're not for the democracy they say they're for, right? And it'll cause more people to doubt them. It's just a terrible thing. All right, but back to this, right? So what's happening is it is over for the be done, right? But they don't know how bad it's over. You know, it's over, call it a day. It's too bad it has to end this way. They stabbed us in the back and thought we weren't gonna do it back and stay and betray. Yes, it's over. The tears are gone, or the fear is gone, right? We found out there's no use to trying to hang on to such a woman, right? And so now we got this. But now, a couple of things is happening, right? Especially in they are not raised to be wise. And the B-dub, the older B-dub, has done such a disservice to the younger generation that it is ridiculous. All right, they have done such a disservice to these generations, younger generation, that it is ridiculous. And this is what I mean by this. This is what I mean by this. What I'm going to play for you. All right, let me make sure I'm up. See where these are. I'm just a messenger replying to every right. Let's see. Let's go with this message first. Let's go with this message first and discuss it. And they're not really even for fun, because everything is becoming a headache with them, right? The betrayal is such that everything is becoming a headache for them. All right, they sold their souls to the government, right? And so now I got this up here, right? The betrayal backfires. Um, the betrayal backfires on the B dub, right? And I have this because this is exactly what's happening. This betrayal by the B dub is backfiring in a way that they did not suspect, because they thought that their handlers, like the Umar Johnsons, could con. And understand, it is a con job, right? It is a con job. And I want y'all to pay attention to this con job. The Afro man has been conned by handlers that have been put before the community. And I am going to call them out. Umar is one of those handlers. All right, so let's not get it twisted. Umar is one of the handlers that were put before us. Hold on. All right. So I'm going to show you something that the B Dub is waking up to. And I think this is the one I want, the clip I want. Oh, no, 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 no. Let's go here first. Stitch with doctor. All right, this is it. Pay attention to this. This is what the B Dub is going through.
And say black women.
Yeah, I was just talking about this. I was just talking about how a lot of instances when you work, or don't work in corporate America, right? And you have a boss, supervisor, whatever, who is of another race. It's always like, who do you need to be more cautious with? And a lot of times I found that the person that me, speaking as a black woman, needs to be more cautious about is the other black woman,
Hmm.
the black supervisor, the black.
Talk about an eye-opening moment. Ponder that for a moment. When she speaks that who she needs to be more cautious with, who she needs to be more cautious with, who she can't trust, is what everybody's been saying. It's the B-Dub. Now, I'm going to tell you a story. When I was in the military, there was a sergeant by the name of Sergeant Trueheart, right? Highly jealous that I was as smart as I was. When I passed the ASCP certification for the laboratory, and because it was the harder one to pass, and at the time only 4% of people in the military passed that test, right? She was surprised because I was supposed to be the dumb ninja, right? Or she wanted me to be. And at every point, her and a preacher there tried to sabotage me along with another BW. All the BW in the laboratory tried to sabotage my career. They tried to give me lower grade. They tried to really do a job on me. But see, I was single-minded in my goal that what I wanted to do was prepare for that certification because anything that they did to try to make me look bad and stuff, if I passed that test, they look stupid. If I passed the first go, they look stupid. When I went for the E6 board, the sergeant major went in on a laboratory and a lot of people lost their jobs. A bunch of female sergeants lost their job because, all right, the board, they discovered that I was really good and I was very knowledgeable about a lot of stuff, surprisingly knowledgeable. And I wasn't guessing. When I was answering stuff I knew, from my military bearing to the weaponry to what's going on in the world, especially what's going on in the world. They asked a sports question and it was about the Tour de France, right? And they were shocked that I knew what the Peloton was, right? By the time I got done with that E6 board, um, they knew that something was really, really up in the lab, and it was the most racist experience I have ever had, and it was BWs that helped it. So when she says, and I noticed it looked like she might have been prior service or something, but when we say the betrayal that you're going to get is coming from them, she ain't lying.
Female supervisor. Because you would think, I'm a black woman, they're a black woman, they should understand, right? Like what I experience and go through as a black woman. They don't give a shit. They know and may have even experienced it, but they don't give a shit. Why? Because that ain't their life no more. They a supervisor now. They a manager. They a boss or some shit. They a CEO. They don't care nothing about what life used to look like when they could relate to your level, because they not at that level anymore. So, and don't think that because you're a single mom, right? A single working mom, and they may have also at some time in their career before they got to this position been a single working mom, that they give a shit about that. They don't care. That's not their life no more. Especially
All right. Now I want you to I want y'all to hear something. And it's a commentary that you're going to hear from time to time. Level up, level up. There's no such thing as level up. They think getting a job is a level up. They think everything is a video game. I just leveled up. I got more money. This is the hey, what's up, Cortez? This is the purpose of video games, right? To get you to think that you need to level up in life. That and what that means is even though you're in a place where you're happy, you're not supposed to be happy in that place. They call happiness stagnant. Oh, you're happy having all your needs met, not needing to struggle? No, we want you to struggle. We want you to buy this higher dollar thing because this is what the commercials say buy. So you got a car that's all paid for. It's nice. You keep it kind of clean. You get back and forth and it runs well. But nope, that should not be good enough. You need to go out and get a new car, even though your old car isn't broke. When you get the new car, you're going to have these debt payments for a long time. And given now the insurance rate, all right, so you're going to have these payments and stuff. And now you have to go work some more to maintain that. To keep you in slavery is leveling up. The game is about slavery, where you consistently work to get out of debt. And this debtor's plea, the slavery is no longer the chattel slavery that we used to know. Okay, it's no longer that. It's about this level up, level up, level up. Okay, that's what it's about. All right, this didn't go right. That's what it's about, right? And so basically, basically, um, and so the main person that they're getting to keeping you indoctrinated into this thing of slavery, the slave mentality, where, and this is the slave mentality where they convince you that, understand why I say this is the slave mentality. This is the slave mentality where they convince you that you are supposed to work the rest of your days. That's the slave mentality. Let's see how this goes. See what happened. Ah, so I see, says the blind man. So I'm testing something out. So this is the slave mentality. So if I paste and just do this, what happens? See what happens if I put this on screen. It don't paste the whole thing. So what did this do? But anyway, so that's what I'm saying. And so this slave mentality that they're talking about, we need to stop listening to that garbage, right? And understand what the real slave mentality is. Oh, I see. I see what happened. All right. So that's what we need to do. We need to, in order to get an understanding, brothers, we need to understand what they're trying to do. So I should have took this from here. All right. And in understanding what they're trying to do to us, not for us, to us, and understand that the B dub is nothing but an agent. Let's see what this looked like. That we will always end up working continuously. Wow, my thing really isn't working out. All right. So, brothers, I'm trying to do something real quick. All right. So, so basically what's going on is they got us sucked into a whole bunch of stuff that we should not really be sucked into. All right. And they use the B dub to do it. Bottom line. All right. But it's our own fault because as men, there should have been a point in time where we should be wise to what they're trying to do. There it is. All right. So let me pin this. All right. And so, and that's what we did not do. There we go. All right. So basically, this is the thing, right? Sorry about all of that. Little distraction trying to get this to work right. All right. So let's go back to the comments, right? Pop smoke. All right. I personally never considered it. All right. And even this woman had to wake up to what's going on. All right. So let's get back to this. All right. All right. So when I say yeah, so the B dub is trying to replace us. The Caucasian men still need us to make them money. All right. They want us weakened though. They don't want us replaced, they want us weakened. Right? The B dub is being replaced not by them because and I'm gonna say why the B dub isn't being replaced. Because of the abortion rate, they have all but eliminated the Afro community, right? The B dub is the one that's going to
See, if
go.
their children are grown, they don't care about that. They don't care that your kid is sick. They don't care that you running late because you had to, go speak to a teacher for a few minutes before school when you drop your kid off. They don't care that there's assembly, and you might need an hour, leave an hour earlier. They don't care nothing about that. They don't care nothing about your struggle in your position, even if they've experienced it themselves. And I have experienced that on multiple occasions, having a black female supervisor. I've had.
Now, I want you to understand what she says that as soon as the Caucasian man put them in a position of power, right, that they will destroy you as an Afro person on behalf of the Caucasian man. And half the time, like she said, that it has been the Caucasians that have been better managers than the B-Dub. Hold on. Now, when we look at Pernille Ibsen's and Daughters of the Trade, and when we look at, remember the video I did a while back when we were talking about manumissions and how most of the black slave owners were black women to the tune of 70%, and the rest were mulatto, the children that black women had from the Caucasian master. Okay. Well, here's another thing. Hey, what's up, Marty? All right. Here's another thing that is not discussed. When these women were running the plantation, a lot of the slaves were running away from the black plantations run by the B-Dubs and running to the Caucasian plantations because the conditions were so much worse. This is how in the 60s they knew that if they start hiring the B-Dub only over the men, they knew that they would destroy their communities because they understood the history of what happened during slavery under manumissions when the B-Dub was given all these plantations under the manumission process after the Caucasian master died. All right. They understood, they always understood that if you are the serpent, you understood that the woman in a lust for power would destroy her own to maintain that power. Understand that at no point were they thinking, oh, let's build the community. Let me cede this to the man who is the strength. Let me build up the man. No, hell no. They weren't talking about that. They were not interested in building up the man. All right. And then you had this lie coming up, right? At every, when given an opportunity by a simp, when given an opportunity by a simp, the B-Dubs in mass on TikTok and all the rest of that came out and said they would rather be, they feel safer with a bear in the woods than an Afro man. This was a conversation started by a dude whose audience were mainly black women on TikTok. And he was going around doing this, and it went viral. All right. But then there was pushback from the drizzle for shizzle manizzles communities, right? And there was pushback from the men, there was pushback from some women, but for the most part, B-Dubs in droves went after that. And then when he saw the damage he had done in this and his betrayal because of clicks to the Afro male, because being raised by a single woman, he never gained no man enough manhood to understand, yeah, people are going to see you in a negative light. But F them. So long as you're not doing anything negative to them, understand that that's what racism is. Go study your history. Look at Birth of a Nation, the movie with the Klan, all right, and stuff. And so, why are you surprised? Why are you surprised? Oh, you're surprised because instead of really researching things, you were just doing things for clicks. So, brothers got tired of it, and we decided no, the whole damn community is bad. So, brothers are going to places. I want y'all to understand this. And after being here, I'm going to tell you why the Philippines is so popular. I'm going to tell you why the Philippines is so popular to the brothers. The Philippines are real popular because they're not going to be built like the Brazilians. They're not going to be built like the Colombians. But because of the politeness and the femininity, you don't care once you get here. Right? When you get here, when you get here, right? Um, Even in relationships, the I'm gonna tell you why the Filipina scamming people work so well. And I tell everybody to beware of this. Beware of this. I'd be like, brethren, beware. All right. This is why the Filipino scamming works so well. They're so polite with it that dudes get caught off guard. All right. All right. They're so polite that a lot of men get caught off guard. All right. Now, if you can navigate through the trickery that is here, that is the Filipina, the deception that is them, the how they coming for your money, that is them in all these places, right? Like the United States, all right. And you find one that wants to be in a relationship, you're going to win, right? Brothers are winning big time that are finding mates within this population, right? And the difference is that when you're experimenting, going through, hey, what's up, man? What's up, DC? All right, when you're going through this and when you're sifting through this, all right, when you're dating and you're going through this and you're separating the wheat from the chaff, all right, you're navigating this, right? Fully aware that you're going to run across a lot of gangs, right? It isn't done in such a way where you're being set up to be harmed. Like in the United States, you are literally being set up by the B Dub to be harmed. Remember, B Dubs, the lying tongue of the B Dubs, have put more innocent Afro men in prison. B Dubs have put more innocent Afro men in prison than anyone else in the United States. Than the lying cops, than the white woman, you know, all the people they told us to fear. But like the serpent, the one that we should have feared, that we should fear the most is the B Dub, because they will willy nilly lie on the character of the Afro men to cover up the fact that they are the ones that's been doing the destruction. All right, they are the ones that's been. Hey, what's up, young boy 24? They are the ones that's been the main adversary of the Afro men in the community. All right, so now as men wise up, right? Remember the bear moment, right? As men wise up, let's talk about this double talk. Hey, what's up, Cortez? Let's talk about this double talk. Pay attention to this. The audacity for this woman to say this. No, let's remove that. That ain't what I want. We'll bring that back up. That seems to be all they're about too. Hold on. Let me see something. Let me see where I got it. Where I got it. Where I got it. If we okay. Hold on for a second. I'm tired of the B-Dub telling the Afro man that he needs to do better when it comes to controlling them. First of all, as I'm playing this, right, I want y'all to pay attention to something.
About what happened.
I want y'all to see this real quick. All right. It's not hot to me, period. But then again, I'm sitting in air conditioning. It's not hot over in this part. It's kind of cool. Hold on. It's not hot over in this part. It's kind of cool. All right. Understand. What am I about to talk about? Y'all see the thing? Thank you. She's saying black men need to do better. I'm sitting here by outside and it's cool over here. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing long sleeves. Hold on for a second. All right. Let's show you how. Let, let's show you the wickedness of the propaganda that they're spewing. All right. Now, you saw the thing. It says black men need to do better. They have the law enforcement and the government behind them, right? All right. Now, all right. So let's get into this first. Oh, hold on. This is a good comment. The BC says white W woman accused black men in order to scare black men. You mean BW's accuse everybody is accusing Caucasian women of these things, the very thing that black the B dub is more guilty of. Meaning everybody does it because we're low hanging fruit, but it's the B dub that does it the most. And when you look at, I had a brother that a B dub was trying to put in jail over some false pretext, and it was a Caucasian woman that came to his aid. Like the woman just said, it was the B dub that was persecuting her, but it was the Caucasian women and men that were coming to her aid, right? And so basically, they can't stop the brothers from. Right. They have to go back 77 years. But even in the process of Emmett Till, how many of you brothers, y'all been around long enough? Remember the brother came on and was talking about how his aunt set his uncle up to be um strange fruit by the Triple K crew, the men in sheets, right? And the reason why his aunt set up the uncle to um be deleted by way of a tree was that she was having an affair with one of the Triple K people. She was having an affair with a Clint. And a lot of B-dubs, you see it. They're openly um, marching with these dudes today, but they was doing it undercover, having their men taken care of, right? Now, when we say propaganda, I want you to look at the statement. Black men need to do better. I'm a pause for 60 seconds. I'm gonna pause for 60 seconds to hear your guesses as to what this woman is talking about. What the thing that black men did, just looking at the thing that black men did that would cause her to say that we're the ones that need to do better. Okay? A lot of men lost their lives like that. You could come or not, period. I'm not holding my breath, period. It's okay if you don't. All right. And so basically, yes. And Pernell Ibsen's Daughters of the Trade will tell you when it started. So, hey, what's up? XX, right? So, what? All right, back to this. Black men need to do better. What am I about to show you that happened that we need to do better about? All right, somebody tell me what's about to go down, whereby we need to do better as Afro men. All right, and then we're going to get into a deeper discussion as to what's really happening when brothers are really now coming into money and understand that what the B Dub is saying happened and what these clowns like Umar is saying happened isn't what's really happening. And you will see that the older B Dubs have failed the younger ones miserably, right? So if you've guessed that the Afro men have absolutely nothing to do with what you are about to see, where she would need to tell us we need to do better, you would be correct. Now let's pay attention to what's really going on and what really happened.
Happen at MGM Detroit because in our community we don't like to really accept responsibility the way we should. So this young lady,
All right, notice she says in our community we don't accept responsibility. That's BS. The B dub don't accept responsibility. The Afro man is held responsible for everything. And if we do anything, we are culpable with that. Why do you think we end up in prison?
beautiful. I don't know her. I don't know none of her people, but I'm gonna say she no more than a size 1, 2 ish tops. The video that's going around right here is at least I stopped counting at like 7 or 8 women jumped on her at MGM. Several had big backs.
Okay, so understand this. This one or two petite little female here, okay, had this little petite female here. She gets jumped and she stopped counting at 6 or 7. and she called them big backed women. I want y'all to let that grasp that for a moment. She called the women big backed. In other words, these were a bunch of heavy set women that jumped a smaller girl for whatever reason. So for whatever reason, these women jumped this girl. Here's going to be the link for any of you brothers that want to join the live after we get rid of this video. Because as I present the other, that's going to require a conversation. Because I bet you there's stuff that people really never asked how things happen, right? But understand this. Understand the propaganda, right? So it says black men need to do better. Wait a minute. So if we need to do better, how do we need to do better when this is about a bunch of B-dubs jumping a smaller girl? What does that have to do with black men?
But the saddest part about it was all the men that stood around and was recording it. And y'all men want to say how black women don't do this, black women don't do that. Finally, it looked like one guy with dreads tried to jump in and help some.
Now, here's the other thing. Remember, they said they feel unsafe with us. Two, a B-Dub came up with the Me Too thing that falsely put more dudes in jail, had more dudes sued, had more dudes lose their jobs, even when proven that the woman was out and outright lying. And you want us to jump in to some mess with a bunch of women jumping on another woman that's not our daughter, wife, or sister. Right? You want the very people that you said you didn't want in the community, that you said that you were the head of, you want us to jump in to stop y'all. Why didn't the women stop themselves? Remember, six or seven, at least six or seven, based on this woman's count, big back B-dubs jumped a smaller girl, and she wants men to jump in and be accused of whatever else, whatever these women, because we know they lie on us now for anything. Oh, what's up, OJ? We know. So we're not getting involved. Remember, you don't want us there. And most of us are leaving the cesspool that is the BC alone. Right? So we don't want nothing to do with this mess. We don't want nothing to do with this mess. Right? We're done. Stick a fork in us. We are done. We're through. The party's over. You said you didn't need no man? We are going to where we are appreciated, not merely tolerated. All right? Let's see. Let's see. All right. And so here's the thing. And a lot of men are getting this, right? So if you care to join, all you got to do is click the link. It's there. All right. And pop in, right? Um, and so now as you're joining, we are going to talk about what these college athletes and NFL people are saying about how the B-Dub betrayed them, and that's why a lot of them are marrying the Caucasian women. And keep this in mind. It's getting worse. At numbers greater than 550,000 Afro men, 550,000 more Afro men are marrying than BW. As a matter of fact, no one is choosing them. Their backup plan was they were going to get run through by everybody, right? No one is choosing them. The system is volatile. So the Afro men are saving themselves. The B Dub is full of betrayal. So the Afro men are saving themselves, and the Afro men are getting the hell out of Dodge. Now, so for those of you that want to pop in, okay, let me put this up here again. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And so I've been trying to warn brothers. I've been trying to warn us, right? Now, so for those of you that pop in, all right, there's the link. And so just pop right up. All right. So basically, it's deeper than this. Brothers, this goes deeper than this. And so what happened is that when they start looking at the decent men like me, I'm retired military. A lot of brothers are retired, and so we're leaving the United States alone completely. And mm, I like driving in the United States. Don't get it twisted. I like it's a big country, but I'm not going to live in a place where I'm not welcome by the community that I'm supposed to be a part of, right? So no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. And so basically, what's happening is a lot of brothers have that same mentality. So we're leaving. We're getting ghosts. We're popping smoke. We're done. All right. Now, the ones who can't leave, like the athletes, there is something else going on with them. And so as we get into it, all right, I want you to listen to this dude, all right, and understand this. I'm gonna talk about how he introduces what he's about to say, cause he knows some stuff. But these B Dubs got men, dudes like him, afraid to speak. All right. So feel free to join the live, join the panel if you have.
Having white women. What's going
Okay, you understand what he's about to address? You understand what he's about to address, right? Now, pay attention to this closely.
on? I am going to tell you, as someone that is friends with a lot of D1 football players and D1 basketball players, I'm going to tell you because they have told me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Before I get into this, I want to make it clear I'm only into black women.
Why did he have to give that disclaimer? He had to give that disclaimer because he's afraid of the backlash he's going to get from the B Dubs for even having this conversation, right? And you got these people that are so into an image, so into being seen, so into wanting to be liked by these B Dubs that they're afraid of everything, even to speak the truth. But this was the state that people wanted us in, where two people were afraid to speak the truth to these B Dubs. Drizzle, drizzle. Right? So let's get into the drizzle, drizzle for shizzle, my nizzle.
Just telling you what they have told me. My man said, bro, how many white women have...
Okay. So let's go back and let's listen for a minute.
Going on? I am going to tell you, as someone that is friends with a lot of D1 football players and D1 basketball players, I'm going to tell you because they have told me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Before I get into this, I want to make it clear I'm only into black women. I'm just telling you what they have told me. My man said, bro, how many white women have you seen do the Meg Thee Stallion challenge? And he said, excluding the ones that think they're 2 shades away from being Lotto. I said, probably only one. He said, okay. Y'all, 5 of my guys that play on Division 1 Power 5 football teams, and they were like, Goody, you know the type of NIL deals we got. One of my men said, bro, I was messing with this black girl. She heard about the deal I got and started to request money, Apple Pays and Cash Apps, for her hair and nails. I said, oh shit. My other friends were saying, bro, I would try to take her out to Chipotle, Kava, this and this and that. She would get mad talking about, why are we going to steakhouses? You're good for it. I said, oh shit.
Okay, so y'all get a picture of what's going on, right? I kept saying that the purpose that one of the ways that the B-Dub has betrayed the community is they siphon all the money out of the community by way of child support, these dates and stuff. And when they speak to you, they don't want to build anything for themselves or you or the future of their children. They want to build things for the future of the other people's children, right? Because what do they do to money? They go buy fake hair, put it on top of their head. Well, who sells that? The same people that's doing their nails, right? Well, who's getting the child support? The government. It's coming out of your pocket, going through her pocket, and into the nail salon, hair salons, and all these Caucasian LG men who's making all these fancy purses and stuff. Where is it not going? It's not going into the family. It's not going into no savings account, and it's damn for sure not going to the black child whose life she is taking at an alarming rate. All right, these women are taking these children out, and I don't mean to lunch, right? But remember, they're thinking about what they can siphon off of you. Now, hear and understand the difference.
They were like, bro, the white women, they're down to go and get a cup of coffee, go and get some fucking ice cream. My friends were like, bro, the white women we're dating, they pay for a lot of our stuff. I said, what do you mean? They said, bro, they know that we're making some money, but while we're at practice or we're at camp, they got us our favorite Kava bowl, double chicken, right? Waiting for them to come out of practice. My friends are telling me these girls are getting their group projects done, getting their essays done, online tests done.
Wait a minute. So these bros, when they get with the other women, they are serving them as they work. Hold on, wait a minute. I want y'all to understand something here. While the B-Dub are saying that the Afro man is losing because we're not measuring up to the dudes that's in prison for destroying the community, the WW, the white, the woman of the Caucasian persuasion, they're getting these dudes lunches. They're using their own money. They're buying them coffee. They're helping them further their career. Okay? They're helping them further their career. And keep this in mind. These dudes started with dating the women that were close to him, which was the B-Dub. And what did the B-Dub want to do? Not build. They wanted them. They was like, oh, he got the bag. So we're going to get him. We're going to exploit him for the resources, not help him build anything. Pay attention. There's more.
Time, right? I said, wait, what? I said, bro, what about maintenance? There's no way y'all not paying for her hair, nails, bags, her lifestyle. He said, bro, first of all, my girl will get her own Starbucks and even get me one, but if I want to be nice, I'll get her something, from Starbucks. And they were like, hair and nails. They don't even care about the nails, really, And if they do it themselves. Sometimes I pitch in, and I was like, all right, what about hair? They were like, bro, she's white. She just brushes it. We're flat irons it. She wants to be special. I said, Jesus Christ, you're saving a lot of money. One of my men said this. He just got drafted. He said, bro, I was dating a black girl. Now I'm dating a white girl. I'm about to marry her. He said the difference between the black girl and the white girl, the biggest difference, is the white girl knows when to shut the fuck up. I said.
Let's listen to what he said after that.
God. Listen, this is what they told me. Do with the information as you please.
Now, there is going to be more to this. Again, if you care for the new people that popped in, here's the link if you want to join the panel. If you want to get on the panel, because I'm about, after I post this, y'all should get a whole picture of what this discussion is about, right? Their disciplinary problems. Hold on, and we're going to get into that, right? They are disciplinary problems for these men in the colleges. All right, and so let's break that down. Let's break down the disciplinary problems for the men, um, and how the B-dub is a risk to their career. All right, how they are a risk to their career. Let's look at a reply that he had to somebody. Now, keep in mind, these are the same women that said that you're losing if you're not in prison.
Athletes that are
Okay, keep in mind, the B-dubs that are angry are the ones that saying that the prisoners are winning, that they feel safer with a bear in the woods than a man. All right, pay attention to this, and they're getting upset that that everybody is leaving them for the other women, but these dudes are the reasons to why this is happening is alarming, and it goes against the narrative that these dudes are getting with these women when they know they're about to make money. Then they throw the black woman. No, black woman threw herself to the side because she was never trained to be a wife by her mom.
married to white women or seriously dating white women, they say, bro, my schedule for football and class is so rigorous, I don't have time to argue with the girl. Why are there mad girls in your phone? Shut the fuck up.
Their work is so rigorous. One, they don't have time to mess with a whole bunch of girls when they're when they're on the team and they're starting, right? And then understand they don't have time to argue with these females. There's two key takeaways that that they have to deal with the toxicity of the B-dub, but not the W-dub, not the Caucasian persuasion woman.
That's exactly what they told me. My bad, y'all. I just got out of the gym. That's why I'm sweaty. The white women that they're dealing with are giving them meal prepped food on top. Bro, my friends told me.
So the women that they're dealing with are taking care of them physically, taking care of their needs physically.
On top of the meal prep food they're already getting off of scholarship. Do you guys understand? These guys are eating 6 to 7 times a day. One of my mans even told me, yeah, bro, my agent is my girlfriend's dad. That's the reason why I just got signed to the Dolphins. I said, hey, brother, you're doing something right. You're signed. 3 of my guys told me I've never had a late assignment since I was a freshman in college, and I've never typed an essay.
So in other words, these women are helping them with their work.
And I said, wait, what? They said, yeah.
What's up, King Groove?
What's going on, Dr. Nabi?
Hey, nothing much, man. This is what I've been trying to break down for the longest. King Groove, you've been around for a minute. You've been around for a minute, bro.
I mean, I gotta say, bro, that shout out to other brothers that's making content that are now exposing this shit. But you've been doing this stuff so long. There's even some stuff you were saying before Tommy Sotomayor even said it. You feel me? BGS, Edmore, and all them. Like, them dudes was 5 years after the stuff. You've been saying this shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just, Just to be real, you got to give credit where credit is due. And if it hadn't been for shadow banning your account and other brothers like you who might not always do the numbers, but there's a reason why. Why are you not doing the numbers? Because they're trying to block this message from getting out.
Mm-hmm. And so um like a lot of brothers now here this is my experience, right? So I come to the Philippines, right? Met a woman here. Now we didn't work out because as soon as her friends got involved, it's the same thing. Single women keep other women single. And that goes across all communities of women, right? But when I came here for the first time in a minute, and I will say this, when I was in the DR, but we I wasn't together with any of them, right? But they did it as friends, but the women that braid my hair in the DR, right? But I usually gave them stuff when I leave too. So there's that. But here, it was the first time I've ever had a woman that I'm involved with that literally helped me with my stuff. Like I was getting up and she was straightening stuff up. Stuff was just folded. Um, the now one of my things I needed she threw away, so I wish she would have asked me first. But outside of that, um, and this is something, and it was something. It was an adjustment, right? It was an adjustment, right? And so I was like, wow, wow, right? And for a minute, I was like, man, I don't want to know if I want to come back here because, like, I'm tired of dealing with certain things. Like, what split us up is so we good so long as we're doing stuff together. So she decided she wanted to go to the club with her friends and stuff and family and a bunch of people from her community. She asked me if I want to go, and I was going to say no, but I said, yeah, I'll go. When we get there, they saw that I was American. And so you can see that they were talking to her and texting her, and they was going to try to make me pay for all the drinks. And so the women, she told they like, would you like to drink? They were drinking alcohol, and my woman, she told her, well, he don't drink. All right, so I never drank anything. I bought some food. Bought a Coke for myself, and that was it. Right now, I should have told the guy, and it's their fault to make sure my stuff was on a separate bill. And that's what I thought they did. And so when I went to pay for everything, right? Somehow or another they told the guys to put everything on one bill, but I wasn't playing that, right? And I didn't agree with it. And and so when we left, one of the people, they gave us a ride back here, right? And we was still cool. She was like in my lap and stuff, laying in my lap, those and all. But then she got some more text messages, and then she turned on me, start asking me for the money that they had to pay for the drinks, right? And then she stormed out, and I told her, "You go, we're done. It's your friends and me,
There
right?"
you go.
Now,
Checkmate.
here's the thing. Now, I would like, man, all right, that's a tough thing, but it was no harm, no foul. I didn't lose anything, right? And because we were good together until this incident, right? And she got to learn that if she want to keep a man, she got to stay away from her friends. But in the meantime, she's about to be replaced. You see what I mean? So she loses a good man, right? And she's going to be replaced. All right. So she loses. I don't. You see what I mean? And that's the thing. And so the thing is, dudes are tired, and I can deal with that because that's regular women stuff. That's regular everywhere you go where there's women. That's regular game. You know what I'm saying? And I can navigate that. It's hard to navigate when somebody's trying to destroy you for life. And that's what the B-Dub tried to do with Afro men. They tried to ruin them for life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's why a lot of brothers are coming down here. And we know that you got to navigate through some stuff. We're not saying that, well, you got a lot of women that's hunting for you, but and yes, it's like everywhere. Most are going to be after your money. And they will tell you that here. The dudes at the door, they'll tell you that. Man, I was sitting outside just chilling with the guy and we were talking. He's like, yeah, you gotta watch these women. And the other guys would come out, man, you gotta watch these women. The women were like, oh, you gotta watch these women, right? When I was first with the woman I had met, she didn't want me to go to Tacloban to deliver the things, and she wanted to speak with the teacher and stuff. She's jealous. She was very jealous, but she wasn't jealous, and she was telling me that her friends were jealous of her because she found somebody, right? And then she let her friends ruin it, right? But that's par for the course. And I can love you or leave you. You can stay or you can come. How you can come or you can go, right? I don't care, right? I would love to find somebody here that want a wholesome relationship, and I got time. I got nothing but time, right? I'm not going to let you take my resources, but they are not going to hem you up here in a way that the B-Dubs are getting cookies in them to rob you. They're setting you up. Uh, the Me Too thing, all that stuff that's going on. Nothing, nowhere I've been. Now you have to deal with the same feminine games that you got to deal with, but nowhere that I have been where people are trying to destroy your spirit and life in the way the B-Dubs are trying to do in the United States. No place I've been where it's like that. Go ahead, King Ruth.
Where is it? Yeah, I just want to say, bro, I rented a car from Avis a couple months ago,
Uh-huh.
and the manager, you know how it is when you go to them places. You know what I'm saying? There's a manager was a dude. He was a Hispanic guy, probably mid to late, 40s, maybe early 50s, and his assistant manager was, I mean, just a beautiful, gorgeous little short Filipina. She was all bubbly and smiling and just nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he could tell that she was flirting with me. She genuinely, liked black men. You could tell she liked manly men. He was kind of slovenly, and he thought his stuff didn't stink. So when he saw that she was, buttering me up and getting all nice to me and being sweet and stuff, he really got uncomfortable. It was to the point where he was trying to send her on other tasks or assignments or mess with other customers just to kind of break up that little interaction with a black man.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, of course, he's married to some dumpy tortilla butt little Mexican woman, but they don't. That's what brothers have to understand. These other races of men, it's not just zaddy. These other races of men do not want you getting these top tier pretty women of any race. They don't believe black men. You're supposed to have them. You're not. Not even the pretty mixed
Well,
black
they
men.
but they no, that isn't it. I'm gonna interrupt right there.
Go ahead.
They hold on. They understand we're going to get them.
Yes, sir.
So it's not that they don't want us to have them. It's that they can't stop us from. We're preferred. One of the things that I've learned by traveling is that we are preferred. We are really preferred. I really didn't understand. Brother, I don't know how to explain it to you. I really did not understand the gravity of it. When we are on equal footing
Mm-hmm.
with Caucasians, then it's not equal. We are
Right.
preferred. And this is what I mean by equal footing.
Yeah.
If we can fly here like the Caucasian can fly here to the Philippines, we're going to be preferred because
Well,
they know we can get here. If we can get here, then we got the same money they got. They call me a pensioner, right? All right.
mm-hmm.
So most of the Caucasians are pensioners. Guess what pensioner they prefer,
The black man.
right? And stuff. And even with the brothers here, right? And I call them brothers because we act like brothers. I'm cool with them, and they're cool with me because there is a kindred kindred kindredship here with us as Afro men. We have a history here of helping them to defend their rights, right? And so, and when we come here, we they're cool, so we like, oh, they cool, so because we think they're cool, they think we're cool because we're the only ones that go to a place where we don't look at people as we might look at them poorer, but not inferior because they lack less money because we understand why they lack less money, right? But we like cool is cool. Like Bruno Mars. Somebody was arguing with me and they said Bruno Mars is Hawaiian. I found out here, I heard he was Filipino and he's half Filipino, half Hawaiian, right? And so, yeah. And so, like, cool with the brothers. Bruno Mars, cool. He been hanging too much with the brothers, but that's the thing. So, like, we cool, and so it's not that they can keep us from them. It's just that, dude, we are high on the menu, and they know we don't know it. They know it. Go ahead.
I didn't allow him to do it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, because at my age, in my early 40s, you know what I'm saying? That ish gets old, real old, and I'm used to the game. Living in
Right, right.
Texas, we used to that. We know, that's what whether it's an Asian man, a white man, whatever it is, they're gonna try their best to try to break that up. So the whole time, as he's trying to look at her, I'm looking dead at him, like, look here, buddy, I'm a paying customer. I could take my business down the street. I can go right
Mm-hmm.
down. I don't have to be here. And just the manly look I'm giving him, like I don't play that, all the while it's steadily keeping her talking to me. And she was shocked that I knew a little knowledge about the Philippines and stuff like that, and the Solomon Islands and just whatever. And it's really sad. I got her phone number and everything was cool, but I don't know how long he probably been trying to get her to be one of his little side pieces or concubines, and she wasn't having it. And that's just the thing that's interesting to me, that a lot of these women from those other places, they're just not really interested in some of these other men. Like, I get my hair braided by some African chicks, and the way they treat me, like from Liberia and Nigeria, Ivory Coast, and Senegal, they treat me like a king, and I don't do nothing but joke and talk with. I don't do nothing. I don't give them a lot of extra, money or nothing. But when I get my hair braided, and that's the thing, I know you are the brother. I will never let a
Oh, go ahead,
BAW touch my
say
hair
it,
again.
bro, say it,
Never. I don't care if she got $1 million, if she got a whole pot of hot water cornbread. A BAW will never get in my braids, my afro again. Never.
dude. On my way here, they jacked me up, but I mean, I needed something done to get it out the way so I could put a hat on and sleep on the plane. But oh, the soft guy era is hilarious as hell, right? And like the dude with the drizzle, his name is Pops. So it's two things. The drizzle is Pops going after the woman that was like sprinkle. But the soft guy era, oh Lord have mercy. That's hilarious. But we threw their argument right in their face. And if they reply how stupid it is, then that means they're saying that their own argument is stupid. And to the brother, and Quartet, I asked about the negritos, but I need more time here. So I'll come back, and I need to stay a lot longer because if you come here, one of the things you're going to have to adjust to um, is right now, right now, what time is it? It is 9:42 at night for y'all. Today is Tuesday to me. It's Monday for y'all. Let that sink in. All right. So understand that when you're dealing with bills and stuff like that, understand that you're going to be a day ahead of everything. All right. Almost a roundabout way. You're going to be a day ahead of everything, right? And so is one of the things that hey, what's up, JJ? Is one of the things that I have to deal with that that the time zone thing, and then I've been sleeping a lot. My body's like really messed up, and by the time I really adjust, it'll be time to go. So yeah, you're that when brother well traveled uh when my brother he was like he's on his way here. That's why he's staying 3 months. You're going to need um the Philippines is not a place where you fly to and stay 2 weeks and then leave. You're going if you want to really enjoy the place, you need at least 3 weeks to a month of vacation. You know what I mean? I mean, and you could come here and try to do everything and stuff like that, but that jet lag for the first 4 days is going to get you. And so that means you're going to have to shove everything you're trying to see, do, and whatever else. You're going to have to shove that into the last 3 days. All right, and then you got one day to pack, so you got 2 days. I mean, and it hits like that, right? So yeah, it's best to stay a month at least. If you're going to come here, stay at least a month so that you can see everything, do everything. And I still want to take a picture of a Filipino eagle. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And so you know that. Remember the picture I got with my camera, the harpy eagle,
Yeah, that was amazing.
and that was by surprise. So I want to get the Filipino eagle. You know,
How big was it compared to you? Like how big in real life?
the harpy eagle, the Filipino eagle is going to come up. They come up to about your knees. But I
Okay.
didn't see the harpy eagle because when I shot the picture of the harpy eagle, it was up in a tree,
Okay.
and so I didn't even see it there. And I was just surprised. I was just lucky to get it just perched and still, right? But so it was up in a tree, and you really can't see it because of the camouflage. The wings match the tree, and
Mm-hmm.
so and I'm looking up, and the thing is, I have a Canon 90D, and I have the 70 to 200 millimeter lens, right? And I had that with me, and because I knew I was shooting birds, so I came prepared to shoot birds, right? So I brought that lens and my 17 to 55 lens, right? But so I brought those two lenses. But when I saw that thing up in the tree, man, I was like, dang, there it is. And they tried to shoot it with their phone, but they couldn't just pinpoint it. And I could pinpoint it through leaves and so I'm like, I got that. So I'm looking for the Filipino eagle. So I'm gonna go to the zoo and yep, international dateline. I'm gonna go to the zoo to catch the Filipino, or they have an aviary, and so they might have one at the aviary. Um, and they might have they might have them in Tacloban, so I might be able to see them in Tacloban, Ta, ta, Tacloban, 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 Tacloban. That's how they say it, Tacloban. Right? I might see it there. And so basically, yeah, that's the thing. That time zone is a mofo. But um I will say this. I will say this. If you're coming down here to experience relationship, there's that. You're gonna have to weed through a lot. And and there's a lot available for single men here, right? But what you find is there's a lot of brothers coming down here finding wives and finding a community to be a part of and stuff like that, right? And it's fun helping. I mean, it's fun being a part of helping out people. You know what it is. They know what it is, right? mutual respect and stuff. And that's all a lot of brothers was looking for is mutual respect that we can get. And the sad part is we were understanding that the least likely person to give us respect was to be done. And so that's why you see the reason why these dudes are leaving them alone coming out of the NFL. A lot of dudes are finding success with relationships here. A lot of brothers are running to Thailand and finding success in relationship. And so we're not the ones losing. You know, go ahead. You can add. You can add.
I guess I was just curious. Do you think that, I guess, the strong family values and they're deeply, you know what I'm saying, they're really into the whole Christian upbringing. Do you think that plays a part why those girls are so ladylike and, submissive? Because I've kind of wondered about
Yes,
that.
yes. And so,
Okay.
in this hotel, I'm gonna have to go through with my gimbal. I wanted to go through at night, so I'll do it tonight. My camera, I'm packing because I leave tomorrow to go to another place, and then I have to prepare for Tacloban too. Um, but they, uh, dude, this is deep. They have prayer rooms for Muslims on the fifth floor. They have a swimming pool. They have a gym and prayer rooms for Muslims. Did you hear what I said, bro?
I'm
You
really, I'm digging it, bro. That's respect right there.
that all right? In this hotel, I'm gonna film it. I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna film it. I'm gonna put it on the other channel though, the one that have the harpy eagle, in it,
Okay.
right? And when I go and do so, all the stuff travel is going to be on the other channel. All right, but they literally, um, and don't forget, in the link is I pinned the link. So don't forget my PayPal and look in the description box. You'll see the link to the other channel. So if you can, y'all go down there and subscribe to that channel because that's where the videos with the information that you might need as far as travel to here, Thailand, here, Thailand, uh, Dominican Republic, Colombia, and Brazil. All right. And I mean the intimate knowledge as things that you're going to face that other people aren't talking about is going to be on that channel, right? And don't forget my PayPal me and my Cash App is in the description box. So if you want to help, like when I bring that the tablets and stuff down here to the different communities, and you want to get involved that way, do that. But remember, you take care of yourself and family first, right? But um, but yeah, so yeah, when we talk about mad respect, and so one of the women I was talking to, she was like, so I told her I'm Hebrew, right? And I said, not the Jewish people. And she's like, oh, okay. And she was like, cool. And so Filipina P did a thing about this, the religion thing, and you could be anything but an atheist, and you're good with it.
There you go.
All right. If you believe in, so long as you have some belief in the Most High, you're good with them. Now, as a man, they're going to expect you to lead in that belief for the ones that's looking for husbands and stuff like that, right? And like I said, when I went to the club, right, the a couple of the guys they were police officer, coolest fans, right? And so yeah, um, for anybody else that want to join is here. All right, and so yeah, that's the thing. So yeah, when you look at it, it shapes a lot of the culture here. It shapes a lot of the culture here, and there is spirituality here. There is serious spirituality here. I think most are still going to be Catholic, but you're going to have the Protestant. Protestant religions, and then I see a lot of Muslims here.
Interesting.
So yeah, there's a lot of Muslims here, and so I see that, and you see them covered. Um, um, Sunni or Shia, who knows? But you see a lot of that here. So, um, yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. It's such a thing that they actually have a prayer room.
That's amazing in a majority, Christian country. That means it's more open. Like you say, as long as you believe in something. Is it more based on like the three Abrahamic faiths, like not all that other stuff? Is that what they respect?
Yeah. Hold on,
Okay.
hold on, because it could be others. I'm gonna see if hey, see if I get one of my friends here. Oh, I know who I'll get. Hey, we have time. I have a question. Go ahead. I have a question in you, or you, one of y'all, or both of y'all. Yes, sir. All right. This may be a question for both of you. Right? Okay. So the question we're asking, right? Because most of the people that I speak to is like we're Hebrews or Christian, or Hebrew Christians or whatever, right? And so, like, I noticed y'all have a prayer room for Muslims in here. And so I'm telling yeah. And I was like, they respect that here. So here, like, like all the religions are big, is it, or is it like the major three: Muslim, Hebrew, and Christian? I know it's primarily Catholic, right? But what are the? You know what I think heaven is? But do y'all have like the Protestants too? Like, what are the other major ones here? Religion? Yeah, religion. What are the major ones? Christian. Just all of the forms of Christianity. Muslim is mainly Muslim and Christian. Yeah. So that's the horse's mouth, y'all. Mainly Muslim and Christian. hmm And so when
Interesting.
yeah. So and they're very respectful of that, right? Hey, thanks. Right, so they're very respectful of that, like, and so when I come down here, and now here's the thing. So when I come down here, um, like on Saturdays, they can't come in and clean my room, so they didn't, right? But they'll make it up other days. I noticed Sundays is kind of slow, right? So that's some of their days, right? But when you tell them something you don't do because of a spiritual reason, and they respect it, mad respect too, right? And I mean, when I saw the prayer rooms in the hotel, and I think they have like six of them, so it's side by side, and I didn't recognize. I thought, okay, this is just a Christian prayer room. I didn't recognize that it was the hey, what's up, Merce? If you want to join the for anybody else that's new, here's the link to come into the panel. But yeah, so and that's the other thing that a lot of brothers like about this place, because um of that, because we identify with a lot of that. We identify with a lot of that, right? And so I would recommend people learn Tagalog and stuff like that. This is like if you like are a spiritual person, you are going to be this is going to be a welcoming place for spiritual people. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a
Most
welcome.
definitely.
Um,
Well,
now I
I
think. Go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say, and I'm gonna be very careful on my wording with this because I don't want to get you in trouble. But I was at the hospital maybe about 7, 8 years ago, and there was a pretty Japanese chick who was, I guess, I think she was the like the triage little doctor. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And she was cool, being flirty, whatever. But her assistant, the little nurse, was a man. I use that term loosely, from the Philippines, and
Uh-huh. Yeah.
me
Yep.
not being able to pick up on his behavior instantly. I just knew he said he was a man. And he was from Philippines, so I said, "Oh, hey, yeah, Pacquiao." And Pacquiao had just won a fight, so I said, "Yeah, I know he's y'all's national hero over there. Everybody I've ever met from the Philippines loves Pacquiao." And he said, "Oh
Mm-hmm.
no, to he double hockey sticks with him." I said, "Excuse me." I said, "What you mean, man?" And he said, "No, I don't want to talk." But I said, "Well, you don't like Pacquiao?" And he said, "No, I don't like him." And then he put his hand on his hip. So I realized, oh, that's why you in America and not over there, because
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to get with the commandments of the Most High. You know you
Well,
see where I was going with that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I knew where you were going with it when you
Yeah, and
said you
he
don't
was
like
talking,
Pacquiao.
saying some inappropriate stuff and whatever
Um,
else. But when I
but
mentioned Pacquiao, he left the room.
uh-huh. But here's the thing though. That's another interesting thing, right? Because like Pacquiao is kind of big here now because I'm not into boxing like that. Look, I did my little boxing stint and understood I didn't want that to be my life, right? Yeah, he was rainbow, right? But and Pacquiao is a staunch Christian. Pacquiao is a staunch Christian. Um, so very staunch Christian he is. Um, he and he tries to do a lot. He tries to do a lot for the community. But yeah, Pacquiao. Um, there was a point where now that's a good question. How big is Pacquiao here? But yeah, he's a staunch Christian. So people who are very anti,
New World
uh,
Order.
yeah, people who are anti spirituality, because that they're not going to like that
Yeah, I was shocked. The after he left out of the room, the little Japanese doctor, she was telling me that basically his family had disowned him. That's why he's in America, because his family's very religious. They don't want to have nothing to do with
with that
him or
lifestyle.
his
Yeah,
behavior. There you go. There you go.
uh-huh.
So it's
Yeah.
just
So that I
interesting that
mean,
we get.
but everything. I mean, yeah. I mean, this it is an interesting place. So as I was sitting last night talking with the guy, because so last night it still felt like it should be during the day for me because of, the body thing, right? But as I was sitting out talking, and um, it's hard to tell when the streetwalkers are them or if it's a female, but they're not pushing that agenda. It exists, but they're not pushing that as an agenda here, right? They're like, do what you want, but not here.
I love it. I love it already based on that.
Uh, Hold on for a minute. I'll be back in
All
1 sec.
right. Okay.
You got the floor.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we can read a few of these comments right quick. See here on some of these comments. Shout out to JJ Diesel Cowboy. Shout out to Cortez Smith, Alan Lavelle, Mercs 89, Marty Clay. Let's see here. David Bowman. Okay, yeah. What was it? A comment that Cortez Smith had made earlier. Let me see. What was it? He said, yeah, a BAW is bad luck. If she does your hair, it may fall out. Now I know, and if any of y'all ever heard from like one of your aunties or grandmas that you have to be careful letting some of these black women in your hair because they'll put like a root or some hoodoo or voodoo on you. They'll put a spell on you and your hair won't grow, or you'll start to have like bad luck. They'll put like spirits or demons on you. Put a one in the chat if you ever heard something like that. An older, decent black woman warn you about these girls doing something to your hair spiritually or demonically. Yeah, put a one in the chat if you've ever heard of that before. See, that's interesting because I know y'all brothers come from all over the country. So that's very interesting that we've all heard the same thing by a decent, elder religious woman warning you about these females. And a lot of BAWs nowadays are into tarot cards, which the Bible calls divination, you know, conversing and seeking out familiar spirits. That stuff is witchcraft, man. It's demonic. So we really, like Nabi said, man, we just need to leave them alone at all costs. You're really not going to build a legacy or further your career dealing with these hyenas. Yeah, you're right. Voodoo, Alan. Voodoo it's real. A lot of these girls, they go to church on Sunday, but they really believe in all that voodoo and rabbit's foot, cooking with I don't turkey toes and rat tongues and all that other weird stuff, frog legs. They cook and put that stuff in the pot and try to cast a spell on you. So it's best not to even cook a black, don't even eat a black woman's food nowadays, not in this country. It just ain't safe. You don't know what she's feeding you. Have you going crazy. Make shit. McDonald's is safer than eating these black women's food.
All right, y'all. So what's up is I ran to the restroom real quick, and two things. So I stopped by and I was talking with one of the guys, and we was had a. See, here's the thing. I knew a lot about Pacquiao because he ran for office here, right? And so basically, and he's a staunch Christian. She said something about hearing birds. So what was it? Okay, hold on. Let's go back.
Yeah, we were.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna answer some of these questions, right?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So one, Catholicism is going to be the biggest thing. And anybody that want to come in, that's the link. Okay, so let's go down. All right. I think Catholicism is the biggest Christian thing, but like Pacquiao, he's a what would be a Protestant Christian, like the Baptist, Pentecostal, whatever, right? So here, um, oh yeah, yeah. So here, whatever, here, when we get down to it, right? Um, Especially with Pacquiao and stuff. I don't know how many of y'all realize, but he ran for president here. He didn't win, but knowing how the United States and the left and the media and the people that run these machines that had these machines, how they were manipulating and stuff, we don't know if he didn't win. Because when he said he didn't make it was like, yeah, it's a shock he didn't make it, right? But then again, um, It depends. It depends. It depends. When you got a society that wants wickedness, the righteous, right? And so basically, um, with with him, so highly respected, right? And I was talking to him because we respect Pacquiao. He's right up there with Mayweather, and I said we like Mayweather's style, right? And that defense, because that's harder. That's hard. But we more people have respect for Pacquiao as a person, you know, and because Pacquiao's been doing stuff for the community. Um, hold on. Um, but so the communities and stuff like that, right? And so there's mad respect here. And Pacquiao is a staunch Christian. So that's why that dude wouldn't like him. But then again, I knew that too. You know, I knew that too. What's the one for?
That's what I was trying to tell you. I wanted you to really weigh in on that because I know you know more than I do about the spiritual aspect. I asked a question about how many of them had older women, like a decent black woman from like, back in the day, a grandma, great grandma, old auntie that warned you about these black women doing things to your hair, like demonically. Had anybody ever heard of that before? Because I was told that. And did you want to elaborate on
Oh,
what
well,
the
I
spirits and
knew,
the
hold on, wait. I knew that the B-Dubs was doing like a lot of, so there's a lot of, all right, there's a lot of covert witchcraft. Like don't eat the spaghetti witchcraft that's involved in the Afro community. All right, and I'm gonna be honest about that. So we got a lot of the don't eat the spaghetti witchcraft, and so how do you get around that? You got to be careful, and that's the thing. To talk to a B dub, everybody got to be so careful. Think about how careful you got to be, especially in these day and age where a lot of them are getting involved in witchcraft and all the rest of this stuff. Um, because they're looking for ways to manipulate men into doing what they want them to do. Because a lot of men are rejecting them, right? And we're rejecting them because they have left the Most High. They have left the comfort of men. All right, and so you can't be independent and still want a good man to be around you. And a strong man is not. They're not going to fall for you. Bottom line, and they do not get this aspect of things, right? Right, because these Afro men are in a sunken place. Everything that they made a movie about, right? Everything that they made a movie about to frighten you away from other women, they were trying to push you into the arms of the one that's really doing the damage. And we can say this for sure because we can look at the data and see what's been going on. We can look at our families and see what's been going on. We can look at with our children. We can look at our children and see what's going on, right? And we can see that a lot of these men are not having successful marriages, relationships, and it's like they are in prison. Like for the first time, for the first time, for the first time, I had in my, I'm trying to remember in my life in recent years, did I ever have a girlfriend that actually helped me clean or do anything, that just do any damn thing, right? I had them watch me clean my place. I've never had them help me clean my place, right? Without wanting to be, they'll clean your place if you they'll want to be paid. They'll want you to hire a maid, right? And so and This means that women that I met, even in Brazil, even y'all remember the nice looking Brazilian B-dub that y'all thought was nice looking, right? I've never, but in the United States for sure, this experience that I had this last week, where this woman got up, made the bed, right? Now I clean bathrooms is because as a lab tech, we got used to wiping things down before and after we use it and stuff. And I got like my little bleach solution and all the rest of that stuff, right? And so basically, but like my clothes be folded and I'm like, damn, has this ever? And even though she and I split, I started thinking about that, right? And I was like, we talking about somebody and actually helped me, right? And so yeah, and so when we get down to it, right? When we get down to it, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here, and we are dealing with women that is trying to get closer to Azael, closer to the serpent than they are with the men. And notice how they like the well, yeah. Look at who I ended up with, Mimi, right? But Mimi wasn't who I went the first woman I was trying to holler at, right? And so I knew what it was. All right. All the rest of the dude was blowing smoke up your behind. Literally. All right. And there are some like the good B-dubs in Brazil had a man already, right? And so I mean, and that was the thing. But the thing is though, there's a lot going on in the US where it isn't that it's not only your mental health that you got to watch out when dealing with a B-dub, they're tearing down your physical health and they're destroying your spiritual health and everything. They argue with you about spirituality and they say, God told them, God ain't telling them nothing. Remember, they say we follow the Bible, but the Bible says that the man is supposed to rule over you. So how you think you're supposed to rule over the man and you follow the Bible? I don't know what the hell you following, ain't the Bible, right? But you got to watch out for your spiritual well-being, your mental well-being, and your physical well-being, and your financial well-being when dealing with the B-dub, right? And like this dude said, I don't want to deal with it. These football players are saying, I don't want to deal with it, right? They don't want to deal with that. It's too much. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know any. I have never been warned by any B-dub about another B-dub. And I'm gonna just put it like that. Only now are B-dubs starting to speak out, and they're way too late. All right, and the only reason they're starting to speak out because they see, oh, this NFL draft. I kept telling them they were going to be replaced. This NFL draft is an eye opener. This NFL draft have these women shook. They then went and did the numbers and found that 95% of the men, the brothers in the NFL draft, got someone other than a B-dub as a mate.
You know what's funny though, brother Nabi? Maybe social media or TMZ or Gossip or Lipstick Alley, whoever, wasn't paying close enough attention. But you know, we talked about this like 5 or 6 years ago. It's been going this way on the draft way back then. It was like 85% 4 or 5 years ago. This is nothing new.
Yeah, but now dudes are like F you, F Dr. Umar, F everybody. Hey, what's up? What's up, bro? Roaches, rats, and repellent, right? Um, roaches and rat repellent. That's a good one. But yeah, so we discussed this, and I warned people that the Most High was going to replace them because with wickedness, it tells us that the Most High. I kept saying we got to separate from wickedness. We got to separate from wickedness, wherever it is. And I kept saying you might find a unicorn or ruby, but I said unicorns and ruby on purpose because that's going to be rare, right? And um and so basically, when you get into it, it is what it is.
You remember Brent Grimes got kicked off the Miami Dolphins roster because of his wife, Miko Grimes, and her
Oh yes,
anti-Semitic
yes, yes, yes. I
racist
covered that.
tirades.
Yep,
Lord have mercy.
I covered that. Right, and so yeah, like I said, we're not getting support. We're getting people that's put in our life. They're coming in our lives to destroy it and keep us on the plantation, in the plantation, and they're to keep us from prospering. Yeah.
Hey, how y'all guys doing?
Hey, what's up, man?
Nothing much. I want to bring up
What up,
Shaman.
JJ?
Hi, bro. I
What's
want to
up,
bring up
Shaka?
shaming.
Yeah, you can come up. Go ahead, bring up who?
I want to bring up shaming tactics. I
Oh yeah.
recognize them, and I see them and I rebuke them and I call them out, and they know it won't work on me. I've had to call a lot of females out on Facebook and
Hold
cut
on for
them
a
down.
second,
And
bro.
hmm
Chakra, yeah, come. Click the link and just pop up in. Go ahead. Go ahead, JJ.
when I mention certain things out of the Bible or something like proving like Eve came from Adam. Okay, us men have XY chromosomes, right? Women have XX chromosomes. That proves the story of Adam and Eve all along to me. And I've had
Mm-hmm.
women with the laughing emojis. I've had to block the guy because he wouldn't stop them from coming on his post on Facebook. I've had to do that like 2 or 3 times. And
Mm-hmm.
I've the shaming tactics.
Oh
I
yeah.
tell them, this is how I shut them up. I said shaming tactics. They don't compare to free will, freedom of choice. They can't do nothing
Mm-hmm.
about it. They cannot manipulate me into wanting them or whatever. I don't worship women. I worship God. They want us men to worship them, and they don't like it when I call them out like that. And I tell them, I said, say something like, one day God Almighty put this quote on my mind, and I will not forget it. A non-virtuous woman has about as much value as a wooden penny at best and detrimental at worst. And then I start asking certain women that I run across, are you a virtuous woman? And I have yet to get an honest yes. I know the red
Mm-hmm.
flags, when I see them, they pop out like toast in a toaster oven.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
know they can't answer honestly. They don't answer at all, or either they deflect if they're not a virtuous
Right.
woman.
And you get a lot of deflection.
Hmm.
You get a lot of deflection because it is what it is, right? You get a lot of deflection because it is what it is. And
And I
so
let them know. I let them know
and
they've been had.
mm-hmm. And
They
so
take,
hold on. Being aware, being aware of a trap is half the battle. And that's exactly it. And so go ahead, go ahead. Let's deal with them. Mhm. Um, and so basically, yeah. And so the thing is, we didn't see that they were the trap. We didn't see the B Dub was a trap. A lot of brothers are starting to realize it now, right? And so basically, and understand that the brothers that are starting to realize it are getting back in sync with a relationship with the Most High. Notice that also. All right. Um, and we are noticing the witchcraft that is going on.
Hmm.
Like we become acutely aware of the witchcraft that's going on, and we're like, okay, we are not going to have a part of in that, right?
Mm-mm.
We're not going to have a part of that.
Right.
And so um and and so basically brothers just got tired and and I want y'all they got tired. They're going to places where their masculinity is appreciated, right? The masculinity is appreciated. The desire for women is a woman is appreciated. These women understand that men desire women and they know what men desire women for and they appreciate that, right? And so
Right.
and then they come in as women to you, right? And they act like women. They act like women who desire men. They act like men and women are supposed to desire one another. Hey, what's up, bro?
I want to
Ah,
shout out to in the chat. He said, "Knowing the trap is half the battle." I agree with that wholeheartedly.
uh-huh. All right.
Um,
Yeah, and so it's a lot going on with this, right? There's a lot going on with this where they understand they understand this, right? And like uh Nisi Ross, right? This brother, he and I go way back. And his woman is the teacher that so basically I know about the school that had the typhoon and everything because that's his woman, right? And so as I was explaining to some of these women here, is we are aware of a need because of proximity. Okay, and so the way to break that down is because of the nature of his relationship with that woman, and because we friends, and because he helps out the channel, right,
mhm.
and stuff like that. I mean, through donation, right? He helps out the channel. Um, we're able to do stuff as a result of him. She's getting blessed because of him, because of how she treats him.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? All right.
Yeah.
So how she
Exactly.
treats him, and he could tell you, like old grandmother, she tried to set me up with somebody, and I'll probably meet her. The lady that she tried to set me up with asked me, so you're coming to Tacloban? You coming? You coming? Coming? So yeah, she set me his woman, because they like this here. Like if they know you, they don't think it. They don't think no man need to be single. No
Mhm.
working man anyway. No good man. I don't think no good
Right.
man need to be single. That's like the old school grand women used to do. Oh, I know a good woman for you. No, and they're that same way here, right? And so um it is what it is, right? And so
Right.
that brother could attest to this. You know, now I need a little more information about this. I'm going blind, but hey, it is what it is. And so um And so the spiritual thing is a deep thing here, right? But in it, in it. There's a lot. There's a lot in that. There is a lot in that, right? And and this is, if you look at what men are looking for, right? If you look at what men are looking for and the nature of what they're looking, all right,
Has
yeah,
anybody has anybody have had any supernatural encounters, such as visions or whatever, reading the Bible?
hold on, repeat that.
Has anyone has any supernatural encounters reading the Bible?
No, thank you. All my encounters, all of my encounters have been, um, I've had a lot of them, but um, it's not from reading. It's from relationship mainly. I've always had them. I've always seen things. Remember, a lot of the things that's going on now, I said it was going to happen exactly the way it's happening.
Yeah.
I didn't say it in any kind of ambiguous way. I said this is what's going to happen. This is how it's going to happen, and this is how much time you have before it happens. All right, y'all remember that when I was talking, when I said when what did I say about what did I say about Trump winning when everybody clowned me? I said Trump is going to win. You have this many years to get your house in order because whoever wins after he's out of there, whether it's 8 or 4, but I said the next guy in there is going to f up everything financially and every way that Biden is effing stuff up. I called it, and that video is still probably up on. But I told y'all, I said, y'all, I don't know if y'all have 4 years or if you have 8 years. But I said, I told y'all to get y'all house in order because I said, whoever comes in right after him, they're going to F stuff up so bad.
You know, I was gonna mention that to you, brother. I think you should re-upload a lot of those older videos. Like
I
I've
didn't
I've
take it
been
down,
watching. Man,
but
some
I
of that
just can't
stuff was
remember what channel it's on. It might
okay.
be on,
Okay. No, I'll
you might have
email
to
you
put
because
in
like
Reluctant Nobby and Trump.
I looked at one yesterday where you were talking about Shaka Zulu from like 8 years ago, and I hadn't seen it since you originally put it out. I'm like, that's very pertinent to what's going on today. Like, if you
Uh-huh.
release some of that stuff will probably go viral because, like, you said this
Oh,
stuff
it
10
won't.
years ago. You feel me?
But here's the thing. That stuff been on my channel for a while. If people wanted the truth, they would been um here's the thing. If people want the truth, they'll come to my channel to get it. But they haven't been coming to my channel. They've been going to popular channels to get entertained. So people didn't want the truth. My videos are still up there. And I know when people comment on them because I get the thing, somebody commented on your video. They don't watch them. They um uh it's you know now I realize that I haven't been here for a minute, but my videos are still up on all my channels. See what I mean? And a lot of people just ignored them.
Um, I'd like to see them. So yeah, if you would repost them, I'd like to watch them. Put the original
Uh-huh,
time stamp on them and
but then again,
everything.
but see, that's when I went on TikTok, I had a lot more people faster, and then I started to figure things out, right? My videos are very involved, heavy in information, and we have a quick-minded society that wants things that's going to be right away. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say quick minded. Reason
No,
why I say I
we
wouldn't
got
say
a micro. We have them a microwave society.
yeah, yeah.
We have a microwave society, and that's the truth of the matter. As a matter of fact, I think I was the first person that when I put up videos, yeah, when I put up videos on TikTok, I started off at 3 minutes and then they gave me 10 minutes because I put up mainly 3 minute videos. And people like, man, how do you get to, because they only get 30 seconds and 1 minute. And I was like, because I've consistently put up thought provoking stuff. And then they went to, now they're giving me 30 minutes. They're like, you can put up 30-minute videos. And I was like, what? So I can make a video for 30 minutes and put it up.
It's a reason
Right?
why I said I agree with you in the context you was talking about just now. But as a
Hmm.
truck driver, I noticed in the physical world out there, driving up and down the road, it's like, like, okay, I'll give you an example. You driving this big heavy machine and you gotta slow down for this sharp ramp or you're gonna turn over. And I give these
Hmm.
people plenty of signal notice before I get to my exit ramp. And they wait to the last minute to get over even when nobody's beside them. I don't understand that. It's like, are they road hypnotized or just stupid? Or is it both? You know what
Well,
I mean?
they're not paying attention. We have a very selfish society. Selfish, self-centered society. That's what we have.
Narcissistic.
Yes. Yes. And and we have an echo chamber of a bunch of B dubs trying to give advice who really shouldn't be. They should be silent, right? Because they're giving
Hmm.
bad advice, or they're giving bad advice, no good advice and stuff like that. And so basically the society is in trouble. It's almost gone. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Yeah, it's almost gone. So um what can be done about it? Nothing. And so I told brothers before, if you're a righteous brother, you're going to have to find, if you want a B dub, you find them in Africa, find them on one of the islands, but get the hell out of the U.S. because of,
Right.
but and even in Brazil, a lot of them are getting into that the same kind of spirituality that and they're trying to find their spiritual center, but they're devoid of it because they turned their lives over to feminism, right?
Yeah.
And when they did feminism and thought they were Wonder Woman, they separated themselves from the very spiritual guide, which is the man, right? And so now they're going to men full of trickery and stuff like that. Like the one video I put up on TikTok where these women in Brazil are in an African religion where they're bowing down, kissing the feet of a Caucasian. So how is that an African religion?
It's foolishness.
Okay, and so basically, um, but it's what they do. They get up in all these garbs and stuff, but all these men running these religions and stuff like that, they know what it is. They know, oh, we got guinea pigs right here.
My own mother got mad at me when I told her I understood the Lord's anger with our people in Deuteronomy 28 with the curses. 28 starting at like 15, verse
Uh-huh.
15, the curses. She got mad at
Right.
me. I told
Well,
her,
here's the thing, but we're not supposed to be discussing things with them as if they're men. Bottom line, and that's it. That's been our greatest error. We need we are supposed to discuss things amongst ourselves. It says iron sharpen iron, right?
right,
And that's how we need to be. We need to sharpen our own iron. It needs to be about us, right? And
right.
we need to leave them alone. Bottom line.
That's funny you say that because it's like, when Stonewall Jackson and Robert E. Lee decided to, start the Confederate States of America, they didn't ask the women, hey, what do y'all want to do? The men talked among themselves, smoked cigars, drank Tennessee whiskey. You know what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh. Well,
That's how
here's the thing,
decisions are made.
You can't start nothing if you want to add there. They slow things down. They slow down progress, right? Because even though they don't know how to do things, they want the vision of being involved. They want the accolades without the work.
They the one the mayonnaise community is one created feminism, and the B Dubs picked it up.
But
Now
here's
it's
the
back.
thing. So basically, the B Dub want the accolades. They don't want the work. Here's the thing. They want leadership, but they don't want the responsibility that goes with it.
Like the city girl mayor in Illinois.
Oh man! And look at all the wickedness that they're doing. Look at all the evils. Look at all the illegal stuff that they're doing. Right. And that. So I'm I'm looking in this in New York. The uh,
I
the
got a
the,
clown her for a
the
second.
prosecutor, one of the prosecutors in New York, was speeding past the police doing 55 and a 30. Cussed the police officer out. Don't you know who I am? And so and so and never once thought that, oh, you know what? I might be held culpable for this thing, but she's a prosecutor and she's been doing it for years. And so if she's doing stuff like that and they're getting so bold that they feel like they can break their own laws, that the laws don't apply to them, and that's the way a lot of them think. All right. When you talk about the soft guy era, right? The soft guy era, and here's the thing about it. What the soft guy era is a bunch of dudes that's using the B Dubs argument against them, right? And
Yeah.
so they're all the wicked stuff that they say that men should do. Those dudes decided, you know what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip it right back on you, so you can see how foolish it is. And the reason why these women were getting upset because the dudes were like, when they go make their comments, they were using the women's words verbatim, right? And they're like, well, this sounds ridiculous. The women was like, this sounds ridiculous. So if it sounds ridiculous when these men say this stuff, then just think about what it is when you say it, right? And it went over their head and stuff. And so it just keeps going. And the more the more they say these ridiculous things, the more the men make fun of them. The more the men make fun of them, the angrier they get. And the angrier they get, the more the dudes are laughing because they see the hypocrisy in everything these females were saying,
I
right?
made a
And the
post on
female,
Facebook.
huh?
I said to all non-virtuous women, drizzle, drizzle on Facebook.
Yeah. Now, drizzle,
And
drizzle,
I'm
that
in
comes
groups
from
and I said
pops. And so, yeah. So the woman was like, sprinkle, sprinkle. And pops was like, drizzle, drizzle, right?
it.
And so, and then you combine that with the soft guy movement, soft guy era movement. It's not a movement, it's a joke. The dudes are playing, but it's turning into, yeah, we see your foolishness and stuff, but nobody's dealing with them. And when they did that study and said a lot of these women were going to end up single with no children, dudes ain't even trying to hit it. Dudes ain't even trying to pay for it. Um, Even though you could, dudes don't want nothing to do with them, and they have utterly lost the respect of men.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I mean. And so
And
that's
Becky,
basically
Becky, the one created feminism. Now Chad
right.
don't want them either.
Right. Nobody wants them. Nobody wants feminists, right? And so these women at these universities, right, that are talking to these football players. Again, you heard the football players. They didn't want money from me. They're with me. They're helping me, right? And so, yeah, if they want to get with me because they see my potential, right? Well, they were there from the beginning when I needed somebody to help me. In other words, what we didn't know is these women made it seem like these dudes, as soon as they knew they were going to be drafted, then they kicked the B Dub that was sticking with them to the side. No, the B Dub wasn't sticking with them, and now we know the truth. The B Dubs was trying to use them the whole time they were with them. And
Yep.
so when a Caucasian woman came in, she was helping them with the homework, helping them, giving him peace. Right? That's what giving them peace is. They were making sure things were done. Like and when I got here for the first time ever, even for the first time ever, over a period of time, I got up and I was at ease because stuff was just done already. You see what I'm saying? So the next thing I
Yep.
was like, okay, hey, where do you want to go to get something to eat? Now, I will say this. She liked the way I cook. She liked the way I cook breakfast and stuff. I didn't make too much of, I can't really throw down like that in a hotel room. But I got my little pot in there and I threw down on the breakfast and stuff. She likes the way I cook my eggs and make omelets and stuff. She was like, "Oh, this is so good," and stuff like that. Right. And so
Well, hey,
um
can I mention a video? Look up.
go
I
ahead.
think it's on YouTube where it's us truck drivers cooking the truck. We actually do that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you buy
But
your truck
yeah. Yeah,
and throw it on.
I have my skillet and so I do my thing. But here's the thing though. And so, right, it freed me up to be like, then I was like, hey, babe, where do you want to go? Right. And so that's basically it. And so, um, yeah, I mean, it was sad to see her go, but like I'm not competing with your friends.
Right.
No, I am not that dude. And so, it is what it is. Um, so, um, the thing is, a lot of these dudes, when we're going to these other places and we're coming across these other women, right? We're experiencing what it is to really be treated with dignity and respect for the first time because we didn't get it from our mom, we didn't get it from our sisters, we didn't get it from our aunts, we damn sure didn't get it from any of our girlfriends.
No.
You see what I mean? And so it is what it is, right? And we out. So anyway, so I'm getting ready to go. My PayPal me and Cash App is in the description box. The link to the other channel is in the description. The link to the other channel is in the description box. Um, let's see. If you donate pay to me on PayPal, make sure you do friends and family. Same thing with Cash App. But remember, before you donate to anybody, make sure your stuff is taken care of first. You always take care of yourself and family first before you donate to anybody. All right. Hey, what's up, Wayne? Um, so before you take care of yourself and family first before you donate to anybody. The next live, because we're going to be talking about a lot of this stuff that I'm gonna film here. It will be on the other channel, uh, RNW uh, AMWO. All right, it's going to be on that channel, and that link is in the description box as well. So I'm about to bust a move, and I'm gonna give you guys the last word. First, starting with JJ, and then King Groove.
Hey, again, thanks again. It's an honor to catch you live again. I've seen, like I said, I've seen your channel before, and I found you. It was just meant for me to find your channel again, man. I'm glad to know you're doing what you're doing, and I appreciate all the brothers here. And I didn't get a chance to really talk about some things supernaturally speaking, like I would like to do, but maybe there will become a time. I would love to open up and just talk to y'all about some of the supernatural stuff I had, experiences I had. There's some that's reading the Bible, there's some out just out.
Hey, dude, won't you make yourself a YouTube channel?
I got one, but I need to do some work to it. I play.
Well, when you do some work and you come into the next live, let us know what your channel is.
Okay. It's basically it's under my name that I got in the chat, and the one I did, I was just playing a guitar, but I need to do some more. Um, that's pretty much all I did.
Okay. All right. So, you got anything, King Groove?
I was just gonna say I'm very envious of you, brother Navi. You out there on the beach with all the pretty Filipino girls
Oh,
with
I'm
the
not,
nice soft
dude. I ain't
breasts,
even,
the breasts.
dude. I'm not on the beach. I'm not on the beach yet.
I'm
I got
jacking
it.
with you.
Uh huh. Well, I don't know where the beach is. That's why I ain't on there. But when I go to this other place, I'll probably get to see some things. When I come back down, I'm gonna stay a little longer. So when I come back down again, I'm gonna stay a little longer,
Hmm.
which means that I'm going to have the time to go to other places like Cebu or something like that. So I'm winging it. Right now, I'm winging it. I'm gonna just be honest. All
Are
right.
they friendlier than the Brazilian girls?
Yeah. Yeah. Hands down. It ain't even close. It isn't even close. And that's why you got to be aware. That's why you got to be aware because they are friendlier. And so they're friendlier because they're polite because they are, but then that's how they get you. You know what I mean? And so, and before you realize you got. You know what I mean? So you got to pay attention. You got to pay really close attention. But yeah, they're a lot friendlier, way more polite, way more polite. This is a friend. And so, if I would say anything to my brothers, if you're going to come here, I'm naturally polite, as y'all know. I make friends everywhere. But if you're going to come here, learn to be very, very polite because they are very polite here. Very,
Not a problem.
right?
In
Are
my
you
line of
close?
work, I'm used to adapting because I've been all over the country, Mexico and Canada. So
Uh-huh. Hold on for a second. Hey, which mall? Which mall there? I'm close to three malls. I'm close to Greenbelt. I'm 2 minutes walk away from National, and I walk down to this other mall that I'm gonna go to. Um, and there they had a Japanese restaurant. I might want to check that out tomorrow. But anyway, yeah. So I'm around three malls. So which one are you talking about? All right, go ahead. Who was that was speaking?
JJ was talking about the big breasts he saw in Mexico and Canada.
Y'all need to quit. Y'all need to quit. Yeah, they're about to getting ready for the lunch crowd now. So yeah, let me bust a move so that it'll free up some of these tables. And
maybe leave the train
and
of
I'll get
thought.
back with you. Yeah, I'll get back with everybody. Tomorrow I'm going to a condo somewhere. Um, and I'll spend the last of my days there. Um, I'm going there because of their gym facilities. They got a tennis court, indoor tennis court. So they got a lot for me to work out with. I'm getting back in shape, but I need to work on some things. But anyway, so with everybody, thank you all for stopping by. Don't forget about my donation links, my email, and the other channel, which is going to be in the description box. Thank you, brothers, for stopping by. All right, I will holler at you all later. Peace, love, and soul. I'm out.
Peace.
No.
Oh, the Asia Mall. I need to check that out. Man, I'll check that out when I get to the other place because the other place is right by the Asia Mall. It's in Quezon, whatever. All right, y'all. Peace.